This video is going to be a little bit different because plans changed along the way due to some, let's say, lessons learned. Alright, dust collection for the CNC. Now the kit that I ordered with the X-Carve came with dust collection elements, so let's start with that. On either side of the spindle, there are two brackets that slip into slots on the Z-axis that hold the dust shoe. This is the entry point for the dust collection. It's fine, but not great because the tubing that sucks the dust is only 2 inches in diameter. I'm considering making my own dust shoe that would fit a 4-inch diameter hose. It would definitely make a big difference. We'll see. On the front right corner of the machine, a bracket attaches to the stiffener plate. This bracket holds a few poles that support the hose up and over the machine. The support poles rotate around as the spindle pulls the tube, keeping the hose from getting kinked. There's also an easy way to hold the dust shoe out of the way when you need to access the spindle for changing bits. Alright, that's it for the X-Carve end of the system. Now, it's designed to just hook up to a normal shop vac, but running it even moderately clogs up the filter really quickly. Now, something like this, where you're running it regularly and creating a ton of dust, requires a more robust dust collection system. Now that the CNC is up and running, and it'll probably be cutting stuff almost every day, I really need to up my dust collection game. I just can't have a blanket of dust covering everything. So what I'm gonna build is a dust collection cart with a super robust 2-stage dust collector system. And it's gonna just be able to roll around and connect to all the different things that I need it to as is. Okay, now hang on. I didn't actually build a cart because of reasons that you're about to find out. With that in mind, let's just keep going. At some point in the future, when I rearrange things here in the workshop, I'll integrate a dust collection system built in. I just can't settle with a built-in system at the moment because I know I want to change things up in here. So when I do that, that's when I'll integrate a full dust collection system. So what I got is a Dust Right 1250 dust collector, and that's just gonna pump a ton of air through the system. I also got the canister to go with it, and that will filter dust down to 1 micron, which is really small. I got a bunch of accessories for the Dust Right. And what I'm using as my 2-stage system is a Oneida 6-inch cyclone, which is just this massive cyclone. And that will sit on top of a 55-gallon drum that I got on Craigslist for dirt cheap. All that together will integrate into just this super robust dust collection system. When I got the dust collector, I couldn't wait. I just really wanted to throw it up to try it out. So I put it together and threw it up on my French cleat wall. It's been working great. And I'm excited to now integrate it into a 2-stage system because the filter is definitely filling up really quickly. Taking some measurements for the cart that I never built. And okay, this barrel I bought off Craigslist was dirty, like really grody. The inside of the barrel part was clean, but the underside of the lid was gunky. It took a little while to get it clean. Okay, I roughly found the center of the lid and cut a 6-inch hole for the bottom of the cyclone. The jigsaw cutting the metal made some truly awful noises. Loud nails on an extra loud chalkboard. I'll save you the pain, but just trust me, it was bad. Then I punched holes that lined up with the cyclone holes. I didn't mark the orientation of the cyclone on the lid, so I had to refigure out how it lined up. Rookie mistake. There's a gasket that came with the cyclone, and I added some caulking for the heck of it, then bolted the lid on. The lid clamps to the barrel, which is pretty easy to take off when it's time to dispose of the dust. All right, I didn't get very far and I'm already switching gears. Okay, so what I'm saying here really isn't that important. Can we skip to the good part? This is the face of someone contemplating every decision he's ever made. Well, not really. I'm just trying to figure out what the heck I'm gonna do. Now, I know why nobody puts a dust collector this big on a cart. It's just super heavy. Oh, and by the way, the only damage from this incident was the ground prong on the plug. It got sheared off, so I need to replace the entire power cable, which is less than 20 bucks all in all, so I got pretty lucky. All right, so I cleared some of the French cleat stuff out of the way, and I'm just gonna bolt this straight to the wall. I got a 6-inch flexible hose to connect the blower to the cyclone, and geez Louise, these are tight fits. I struggle getting these on. There's a 6-inch adjustable elbow to connect the cyclone input to the splitter that normally goes here. And I have 2 Rockler hoses running off of it. One is currently dedicated to the X-Carve, and the other is for everything else. Oh, and I added this dust sealing tape at the loose joint to hold it in place and seal any leaks in the system. Replacing the power cable was pretty straightforward. I just had to make sure the replacement cable was the same gauge as the original. I added blast gates and a few other accessories that Rockler carries, and now I have a much more robust dust collector for the workshop. It's nice having 2 hoses because while the X-Carve is running, I can use the second hose to clean up any other mess I've made. And now I'm just motivated to do the entire integrated workshop dust collection system because having it over there is just not the ideal location. I'm planning on doing some rearranging soon and adding some improved storage and function, so we'll get into that later. Okay, that's it for now. See ya.